In the valley of Elah, the Israelite and Philistine armies face each other, poised for battle. Sunlight glints ominously off armor and weapons, heightening the tension. Suddenly, Goliath emerges, his immense size and clanking armor, a terrifying spectacle. His giant stature dwarfs the soldiers around him, a symbol of overwhelming power. Goliath's booming voice echoes across the valley. I shout insults and challenge the Israelites to send a warrior to fight me. Fear grips the Israelite soldiers, their faces etched with terror. Their courage crumbles before Goliath's daunting challenge. King Saul stands troubled, his brow furrowed with deep worry. He offers a king's ransom to any warrior brave enough to face the giant. Dread and hopelessness permeate the camp, a suffocating blanket of despair. A heavy silence descends as the soldiers contemplate their grim fate. The weight of Goliath's challenge crushes their spirits, leaving them paralyzed. King Saul's desperation grows as he witnesses his army's fear. The offer of wealth and glory fails to ignite even a spark of courage. Despair deepens as the day wears on, with no champion stepping forward. The sun beats down on the camp, mirroring the oppressive atmosphere of fear. Even the bravest warriors tremble at the thought of facing Goliath. King Saul's hope dwindles with each passing hour, his kingdom on the brink. The camp remains paralyzed, gripped by an overwhelming sense of dread. Each soldier feels the weight of their impending doom, their spirits crushed. The once proud army now cowers in fear, their morale shattered. King Saul's heart aches as he witnesses the disintegration of his forces. The oppressive silence is broken only by the occasional sob of despair. The hope of victory fades, replaced by the chilling certainty of defeat. The camp awaits its fate, a silent testament to the power of fear. King Saul is kneeling, his head bowed in defeat, awaiting the inevitable. The Israelite soldiers are prostrating, their faces buried in the sand, their bodies shaking with fear. The once vibrant camp now stands as a desolate testament to the giant's power. In the serene fields near Bethlehem, young David guards his flock, shadows stretching long under the warm sun. A messenger appears, racing up the hill towards the shepherd. David listens intently, his brow furrowed as he receives the message. David gathers bread, cheese, and dried fruit, preparing for a journey. David arrives at the Israelite camp, the air thick with anticipation and fear. The valley resonates with Goliath's deafening challenge, a stark reminder of the looming battle. Goliath's voice echoes through the valley, a sound of dread and defiance. David's eyes widen, capturing the raw fear etched on the faces of the Israelite soldiers. A wave of shock washes over David as he confronts the palpable terror gripping the camp. David, undeterred, proclaims with unwavering conviction, "God will deliver us." David's bold declaration rings out, a defiant echo against the giant's taunts. David's brothers scoff, their faces a mask of disbelief. What audacity! Sunlight streams into Saul's tent, revealing dust motes dancing in the air as David stands before King Saul. Saul eyes the young shepherd with doubt. "You would fight Goliath? You are but a boy, untrained for war." David responds with unwavering resolve, recounting his past trials. "I have defended my father's flock from lions and bears," David declares, his voice firm. "When they came to steal a lamb, I seized them by the beard and struck them dead." David's unwavering faith shines through as he proclaims, "The Lord who delivered me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will deliver me from the hand of this Philistine." Saul begins dressing David in heavy armor, preparing him for battle. David tries to lift the heavy sword, struggling with its weight. Finding the armor too cumbersome, David removes it, piece by piece. David picks up his familiar shepherd's staff, a sense of comfort washing over him. He reaches down and selects 5 smooth stones from the nearby stream. With staff in hand and stones in his pouch, David strides toward Goliath, his confidence growing. In the valley of Elah, Goliath's shadow looms, casting a pall over the earth as he towers over young David. A scornful laugh erupts from Goliath as he mocks David's youth and meager weapons. "You come at me with sticks and stones? I am a warrior, you are but a boy." Unyielding, David confronts the giant, his voice ringing with faith. "I come to you in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom you have defied." David's declaration echoes with divine purpose. "This day, the Lord will deliver you into my hand, and I will strike you down and cut off your head." In the valley of Elah, David sprints towards Goliath, a whirlwind of determination in his wake. With practiced speed, David loads a stone into his sling, the leather groaning under the mounting tension. His gaze locked on Goliath, David unleashes the stone with deadly accuracy. The stone strikes Goliath's forehead with brutal force. The giant collapses, hitting the earth with a deafening boom. In the valley of Elah, David stands over Goliath, the giant's shadow looming large. David grasps Goliath's massive sword, the metal gleaming in the sunlight. With a swift, decisive motion, David raises the sword high above his head. The blade descends, a flash of steel against the backdrop of the valley. Goliath's severed head falls to the ground, a grim testament to David's victory. David holds Goliath's head aloft, a symbol of defiance and triumph. The Philistine army witnesses the unthinkable, their faces contorted with horror and disbelief. Panic erupts as the Philistines turn and flee, their formation dissolving into chaos. The Israelites surge forward, a wave of righteous fury unleashed upon their enemies. The pursuit is relentless, the Philistines scattering before the advancing Israelites. The valley echoes with the sounds of battle, the clash of steel, and the cries of the vanquished. The Philistine army crumbles, their once formidable ranks decimated by the Israelites' onslaught. Victory is at hand, the Israelites' courage and faith rewarded with a decisive triumph. David stands amidst the carnage, a beacon of hope and inspiration for his people. The Israelites cheer, their voices rising in a chorus of jubilation and gratitude. David's faith has saved the day, his name forever etched in the annals of history. The sun sets over the valley of Elah, casting long shadows across the battlefield. The Israelites gather, tending to the wounded and burying the dead. A somber silence descends upon the valley, a moment of reflection and remembrance. David watches over his people, his heart filled with both pride and humility. The victory is complete, but the memory of the battle will forever remain. David's courage and faith have changed the course of history. The Israelite camp bursts with jubilant energy as the people celebrate their triumph. David is lifted high, the crowd's hero, his name echoing through the camp. King Saul observes from his tent, a complex mix of admiration and veiled emotion in his eyes. David beams, humility shining through his moment of glory. David is honored for his bravery and faith in God.